everyone, it's Thursday, 3rd of June 2021. Hope you're all good. Quick look at news today. We've had some medium priority Aussie news out a little bit earlier. Actual was as forecast. Today, these are all UK times, by the way, guys. We know wherever you're watching this in the world. A couple more medium impact on USD. 3 p.m. though, USD high impact ISM services PMI. So we've got some news around USD coming out from 1:15 p.m. 5 p.m. GBP, Bank of England, Governor speaks. Okay, just to forewarn you guys, we have the non-farm payroll tomorrow from the USA at 1:30 p.m. UK time. Also have Canada employment news as well. Talking about CAD, hopefully you caught this one. Something I actually dedicated the whole of yesterday's update to, and that was dollar CAD. And if you want to catch the full breakdown, have a look at yesterday's update. But basically, I'm looking for longs on this for a couple of reasons. But one reason is we've got this range. We've got this bottom of the range here. Got this top of the range here. It's also support there, resistance, and we'd come into the bottom of the range, had this big buyer candle there, pushed up. So I'm looking at that as basically as a first impulse, and then looking for a price to have come back down for a higher low, and then looking to get involved. So my opinion was to potentially look for a buy in this area here, because looking to the left, routine buyers there. So ideally, if price was somewhere up here yesterday, if looking for price to come back down into this zone and looking for buyers to come in, and that's exactly what's happened. Absolutely spot on, which is amazing. Now there's a couple of ways you could have played this. You could have done this, just gone for a buy stop in the zone, stops underneath that low there. For me anyway, you could have had a tighter stop if you wanted to. Okay, and your target would be somewhere up here, or you could just there's 3% there, which is great. You could have had a little bit of a bigger stop, but either way, targeting up towards the top of the range. So buy limits there would have got you in really nicely, and at best you'd have been about 37 pips up. That was with if you had your stop loss here, which was about a 28 pip stop loss, you will have made your 1% quite easily this morning. Now me personally, when I get to 1%, I bank half of the profit and I'll move my stop to break even now. So this trade is a break even trade for me, and I've banked 0.5%. Now the other way you could have played it is by looking at this morning star pattern here coming off support. We don't just trade every morning star pattern, we look for a morning star pattern at support, whether it's horizontal, whether it's a trend line, whether it's moving averages. And in that case, I would have done this trade. I had the buy limit. I would have had the buy stop above candle 3 of 1, 2, 3 pattern there. The stop would have gone below the low of the pattern. That is how you trade, or that is how I trade a morning star pattern. And again, you would have been 1% up. Okay, 1% up. That's break even now. Bank some money. That's if you took that one, and then of course coming to the top of the range, there's a nice little potential reward there. Whether we get there, I don't know. We've got that USD news coming out today. Tomorrow with non-farm, we've got CAD news, CAD employment news tomorrow. Oil is very strong. Commodities are doing well, so always best to bank some money on this and get that stop to break even. So if you haven't done that already, have a little think about that, because that could be a sensible idea. So we'll let that play on, bank some money on that, 0.5%, and it's a break even. Got absolutely nothing to worry about now. with that one. The chart I want to concentrate on today is gold. Now I'm just going to flip this. How do I do this? I've got a different screen here where I've been looking at gold. So apologies, it's a change of color scheme, guys. What I'm seeing is I'm just going to put the weekly on. Okay, with my moving averages, I like to use the 20 and the 8 moving averages on daily timeframes, weekly timeframes, anything really daily and above. I want to try and establish trend. I also want to try and establish if we're in an area to buy, or if we are in an area where, an area to get into a trade, or an area where I don't want to. And right at this moment in time, what I'm seeing is price has, if I just change the color of this line to black, that's weird. That's okay, that's better. Did anybody see that? I drew a line, it was invisible, so it was white. Anyway, we've broken this trend, this what looks like a some kind of corrective pattern, if you like, after this big move to the upside. Now we're breaking out. Look where we are in regards to those weekly EMAs. Okay, we've had 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks of buying. Maybe we are a little bit overextended from those moving averages. We could come back and, oh, there it is. We could come back and towards those moving averages. We could also come back and test the top of this channel. So we could do something like that. So it's not in the best area for me where I'd want to be buying from. Okay. It's a little bit of a distance. It looks like overextended from the moving averages. It could possibly come back and test the moving averages or the top of this structure. Then I'll be looking for buyers to come in. So weekly, it looks overbought. So more interested in counter trend trading this at the moment. Now, when you look at the 4 hour, okay, what I'm looking for is signs that, okay, if this is potentially going to pull back or correct, then looking for downside signs. Now what I can see is I can see a high there, I can see a higher high there, and I can potentially see a lower high there. So there is potentially, hopefully you know what pattern this is, or potentially forming, but it could be a head and shoulder pattern forming, which is a reversal pattern, telling me that those buyers are dying out and we're potentially going to see some sellers come in. Now that's exactly what I'm looking for, because I'm looking for selling to come in, so we can come into those weekly moving averages or that weekly top of the descending channel, which I think was a correction pattern. So here we have a high, higher high, lower high. This is called a neckline. Okay, nice bit of horizontal neckline here where price, where buyers are coming into the market. Buyers. So what I need to see now, and what confirms that head and shoulder pattern, is that solid break and close below the neckline. Okay, the way to trade that then is look for that correction, retesting the neckline, and then looking for a short. Okay, so we've seen sellers try to push this down, and you know it did look very, very bearish at one point here, but look where the candle closed. So I want to start seeing bearish closes below this neckline on the 4 hour. Then I'm going to be looking for a pullback. Then I'm going to be looking for sellers to come in. I want to see this neckline tested. That is the textbook way of trading a head and shoulder pattern. So bit of patience needed. Maybe this week we won't have an opportunity to trade it because of non-farm. Maybe next week we'll see that clear close below. We can look for that retest, and we can look for that short. So hope that helps you guys. Hope that gives you something to look at. Those of you in dollar CAD, fantastic, brilliant. Make sure you've locked in any profit or put your stop to break even. You know, do whatever you need to do, but we've got news coming out today on dollar. I've got news tomorrow on dollar and CAD, so you don't want to walk away with nothing at all. All right, guys, so that's it from me and the team. I'll catch you later. Bye.